Chiefs fans, you should appreciate Travis Kelce in real time. Don't wait till he's retired. Don't wait till they can't find another tight end like him for 30 years. Appreciate him right now. On Monday Night Football, Travis Kelce had 7 catches for 25 yards. Not exactly a great stat line. Then you look at the TD column. 4. He now leads the league with 7 touchdowns. He has 64 for his career. He is one of the greatest players to ever play in the NFL, regardless of his position. He has been dominant in a way that few players ever have been at their position. He is leading the league in touchdown receptions. He's only 2 off of his entire total for last year, which at 9 is pretty damn good. Kelce was a force to be reckoned with in the red zone, which is incredible when you consider. Everybody who plays the Chiefs knows he's the guy you've got to stop, especially with no Tyreek Hill, right? Everybody thought without Tyreek Hill, it's going to be easier to guard Travis Kelce. Well, the early returns say not so much. Through 5 games this year, Travis Kelce has 33 catches on 42 targets, 347 yards, and 7 touchdowns. He's well on a pace for over 1,000 yards, and he's on a pace for over 20 touchdowns. I don't think he's quite going to get there with the touchdowns, but the point remains, Kelce is having another all-pro level season despite being 33 years old. He is dominant in every way you can imagine. He's a very good blocker, something that was not true earlier in his career. He's worked incredibly hard at it. He gets open on every big play. He talked to us last week on the podcast about that being a point of pride for him. It's the thing he's most proud of. He gets open in big moments. Well, on Monday night against the Raiders, with the Chiefs down 17 points, he then went and scored 4 touchdowns, getting open over and over and over, including the third one, which is one of the better efforts you'll ever see, making one Raiders defender miss after the next within the 5 yards before the end zone and then diving in. Look, Travis Kelce is doing things at the tight end position we have never seen. Nobody before him had ever had 1,000 yards receiving for a tight end in 4 straight campaigns. Well, Kelce's got 6 of them in a row and counting. He is dominating in a way that mostly you see receivers dominate. The greatest of the great receivers, right? The Jerry Rices of the world. The players who are first ballot Hall of Famers. The Randy Mosses. Guys who you know, unless they get hurt, 1,000 yards is going to happen by Thanksgiving. Kelce's in that category. The combination of Mahomes and Kelce is right up there with the Montanas and Rices, with the Unitises and the Berries. There are very few who truly compare, and they should have years ahead. Kelce signed for years, doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. And Mahomes, well, he's 27 years old. I think he's going to play a few more years. The Chiefs have arguably the 2 best tight ends who have ever played with Kelce and Tony Gonzalez. And with all due respect, and I mean that genuinely, to Tony Gonzalez, Travis Kelce is probably the best tight end in NFL history, and I believe he is the best tight end in Chiefs history. There is no adequate way to defend him unless you want to commit 2 or 3 defenders, and even then you might get beat. The Chiefs don't beat the Raiders without Travis Kelce. They don't get back into the game without Travis Kelce. Don't wait until after his career is done to look back and say, man, he was something special. He's something special right now, and it's prudent to remember that every time you watch him put the ball over the goal line.